Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, today's video is about Marjorie Taylor Greene and national divorce. You know what? Just before I started this video, I was thinking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, to me, she looks like she's got a big head, a big face, and a little body, and a big mouth. And Lauren Boebert, right? I was thinking about those two women. You know, and I was thinking about relationships I've had in the last 15 years. I say the last 15 years because I've been clean and sober. They've been the real relationships I've had in the last 15 years. The first one didn't involve politics. The second one did, and it was a big problem. I'll never date another Trump supporter again. But the first relationship was, let's just say it was very physical. But I started thinking, what kind of guy, what would it be like dating or married to one of these two women? And it just ran through my head just before I hit the record button. And honestly, I would sooner open a vein or spend the rest of my life celibate. I swear on the Bible, I would sooner spend the rest of my life celibate if my only two choices were one of those two. I swear on the Holy Bible. All right. Marjorie Taylor Greene, she put out two tweets. Let me briefly talk about the first one. The first one, she goes to defend Donald Trump and his anti-vax, his pro-vaccination stance. Apparently, she says she called her favorite president. I could already see her down on her knees in front of. We'll just stop right there. Anyway, she said she called her favorite president, and she tried to explain away. She tried to explain his pro-vaccine stance, and a lot of former Trump supporters were not buying it. I guess he lost a lot of supporters with that when he finally did something good for American citizens and talked honestly about the COVID vaccine. He lost a lot of his supporters. Go figure. All right, that's not what this video is about. This video is about a conservative writer named Pedro Gonzalez. I'll have all the links down below. He put out a tweet. He was bothered by the fact that some New Yorker or some Californian liberal was going to move to Florida, and his wording was extremely offensive. It says liberals are the worst people in the country, and they were going to spread their. I forgot the word he used. It was extremely offensive. And then he actually said, I would be all for discriminating against any liberals that move to Florida. They should be set aside for a cooling off period and taxed for their sins. Yeah. And Marjorie Taylor Greene jumps on the bandwagon. And she says she agrees with him wholeheartedly. She says that liberals shouldn't move. After they've destroyed their own home states, they shouldn't be allowed to move to the great state of Florida and spread their mayhem there. I'm kind of paraphrasing, but that's what she said, and she got ripped. She called it national divorce, and she got national divorce trended or whatever you want to call it, and she got reamed hard for that. All right. So I started thinking about this, and I looked up some basic facts on this. She talked about how liberals destroy the states they're in, and she didn't want them coming to Florida and destroying Florida. So I looked up. Some states are takers, and some are donors. Some get more from the federal government, taking the federal government's money. They're takers, as opposed to money that they pay in taxes to the federal government. Now, this is something, right? This is something conservatives are always crying about. When people don't know that I'm an artist, like, and they'll see me out during the day jogging or riding my bike. I've had guys ask me, where are your work boots? How come you're not working? You know, it's like they hate their lives, and everybody should be miserable and hateful just like them. And they need to know why I'm not at a 9-to-5 job like them. paying, because I'm paying for your entitlements or your whatever they call it, and this, oh man, nothing ticks me off more than somebody doing that to me. You got no idea about my life or how I choose to make my income, and it's none of your business. All right, so anyway, the links will be down below. I think eight or nine of the 10 top states of the taker states are all Republican states. The link will be right down below. Republican states in general take way more money from the federal government. Handouts. This proof is right down below. Okay. Connecticut, I believe, was way down on the donor end, like 33rd or something like that. The majority of blue states charge more in taxes, have higher incomes, better education, better health services, and take less from the federal government. There was another thing about child income tax credits, which I really don't understand. It kind of sounded like red states, the people in red states have more children, so they also get more earned income tax credits for that. I didn't really get into that. Okay, then, so like I said, Marjorie Taylor Greene was saying how liberals ruined their own states, and she didn't want them to come to Florida. All right, so then I looked up violent crimes for 2020. The link's right down below. I think all 10 of the top states, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Arizona was on there, New Mexico, Alaska was first, Louisiana, Mississippi, all red states. Top most violent crimes, top 10 red states. I think they were all, I'm pretty sure they were all red states. So this reminds me of Texas constantly threatening to leave, to secede from the Union. And one of the interesting things they said, I guess it was Ted Cruz, how they take the army with them. And I thought, I don't know how they. I don't know. Is there a lot of army bases in Texas? Somehow Ted Cruz thinks if Texas secedes from the United States, that they're going to take the army with them. And I started thinking about this. And you know what Connecticut has, though? Connecticut has the nuclear submarine base. So theoretically, I am not for a national divorce or any of that nonsense. We are one country. Oh, by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene was labeled a traitor, and rightfully so, by a Democrat representative in Arizona, I believe. The links will be down below so you can get all the information. But anyway, start thinking about that. We got the nuclear submarine base in here in Connecticut. So if we want to start divvying up the military, theoretically, we could park one of our subs off the coast of, I don't know, Jacksonville, Tampa, Brownsville, Texas. So he might want to chill out on those threats. All right, you guys, have a great Thursday. I'll be back later with another video.